Welcome everyone, this is Master's Joke, also Master's Joke 75 on Instagram. So if you watched one of my previous videos, I put my Ewok village that I got from the Norwich Toy Fair with Chuffy Futter, £10, let your eyes be your guide. I put it all together with all those parts that I picked up from the NEC, from the Leicester Vintage Toy Shop. And I got the Ewok village down from the Loft, you know, when I put the Christmas tree and the Christmas decorations up there. But I also got down my 2 Millenium Falcons. So these, I picked these up so cheap, because you can't, you know, if you watch certain items on eBay, if you monitor them, you can get some right bargains. So I bought both these ships as for spare parts for my 1985 Millenium Falcon. And you know, honestly, I appreciate everyone's comments from that Christmas. I think it was Christmas Eve that video. Was it? Yeah, Christmas Eve that video went up. Honestly, I appreciate everyone's comments, and I think the majority of the people who watched the video, they said to leave it as it is, and that's what I am going to do. I've got to clean up the Millenium Falcon in the toy room. You know, give it a wipe down. I'd cleaned it a while ago. Give it a wipe down, and I'm going to leave it as it is, because it was a ship that I had so many adventures with. It means so much to me, and that's why I never put all these new parts in there, because I almost felt if I did that, it wouldn't be the same ship. But with these 2 Millenium Falcons that I bought off Evil Bay ages ago, I do believe I cleaned them both up, and they do both work. But I can't remember just how many parts they've got, what bits are missing, and just going to the NEC and seeing that box of delights at the Leicester Vintage Toy Shop with all those well, there was loads of Millenium Falcon parts which I nearly bought and I put back. In the end, I just bought one part, which was the you know, the radar dish that goes on top, the round one. That's the only part that was left when I was when I went back right at the end of the show. So I picked that up because I was bundling up stuff. So this will be interesting. It'll be interesting. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to open both these bad boys up. I know one of them's I had all the stickers removed because they weren't in the best condition, and you can buy repro stickers. And the other one, I think I left the stickers on there, but I think they should both be clean. But yeah, let's have a look. Let's see what parts are on there, because this is my project for 2025. I want to get both of these ships completed, but I'm not going to be buying parts from Evil Bay. I'm going to be I'm going to be sticking to toy fairs. There's no rush for this, but I'm going to be buying parts from toy fairs, but I don't know what parts I need, because I almost feel that I keep buying the wrong bits and pieces. So I need to, similar to the list of items that I wanted to buy from the toy fairs, which I felt was really handy, which included that WH Smith truck. This will make it easier for me, because I do tend to pick up duplicates by accident, so I want to avoid that. So I'm going to open these up and we'll have a proper look. Right, so I would have bought both these Millenium Falcons within weeks of each other, and this is going back probably maybe, well, it would have been before the pandemic, so we're looking at maybe 6-7 years ago. So that's probably, so they've probably been in the loft for the last what, 5-6 years. So yeah, so this one, so I don't think this has got any parts in it, but I'm hoping that I have got. Well, I'm hoping it has got some of the parts, because I had the cockpit, including the you know, it's plastic but the glass as well. I had that in my hands, and as I said, I picked up the radar dish. There was one of these as well. But yeah, so I had access to loads of bits. But that is part of the that's part of the thrill for me. Going on a toy hunt. I like going for toy hunts in the you know, going to Lame, and you know, pop into the Entertainer, picking up a few bargains. But there's nothing like doing a proper old school vintage toy hunt. And I've said it in previous videos, I'm getting more of a buzz with the old toys. I mean, I opened up that Director Krennic, which I picked up in my last toy hunt of 2024 in Lame in St Evenage. Great figure, I love it. But it's nothing like one of these vintage toys. I mean, it's the nostalgia and the fact that you used to play it. And I think I love vintage collection play sets and the vehicles. And I've got the well, because I couldn't get to Galaxy's Edge because of the pandemic. And then it's a long story. I couldn't even get into America. I was banned. I bought the vintage collection Galaxy's Edge Millenium Falcon from the Disney store because it's nostalgia. It means something to me. I haven't opened it yet because I haven't got the room, so it's still fully boxed in the loft. But that's the thing. The Ghost is a fan. I've seen a couple of reviews of the Ghost. It's a beautiful ship. I love it, and I love Ahsoka. But the Ghost, there's no nostalgia there for me. So I wouldn't be spending all that kind of money on a ship that, although it's fantastic, it doesn't mean anything to me. Similar to the Razor Crest, it looks amazing. Doesn't mean anything to me. I never grew up with it. It got destroyed, but that's got nothing to do with it. The Razor Crest doesn't mean anything to me, whereas the Millennium Falcon does, the Starship Enterprise does, and that's purely the main reason why I wouldn't buy one of those HasLab ships. But I did buy the Millennium Falcon because I love it. It's nostalgia, and I'm a sucker for nostalgia. So if we look at this ship, you can tell it's not in as good a condition. It's got some kind of yellowing on there, on the actual body of the ship, and I remember that now. I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. The stickers aren't in the best condition, but they're all right. But I think with this one, I plan to remove all the stickers and buy new ones, buy new stickers. But it does need a proper clean. The other one was, I do remember it was proper clean, but you can see all the grime in there as well. But apart from the minimal yellowing, the underneath is perfect. It's got no broken parts, it's got no chips, and as I said, the actual electronics still work in it. Yeah, these stickers are, you know, it's with time, isn't it? But these stickers are still a little bit... Oh, actually, are these stickers repro? Do you know what? I don't know if these are real. These stickers feel really ropey, and they feel lumpy underneath. I wonder if they're repro stickers. Because they don't feel like... unless it's got damp. Not in my house, but unless it's got damp at some other point. Because these stickers here, they look like they look similar to the stickers on my original 1985 one because of age. But unless it's dampness, I don't think these are original stickers. So that's interesting. That is interesting. But yeah, again, there's nothing wrong with this at all. And then you've got the inside of the ship. But do you know what? I might be wrong. I think this ship has been submerged because these stickers feel really weird. They've got to be original, but they just don't seem right. There's just a roughness about them. Unless someone tried to get them off and wet them and just never finished the project. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know, but everything seems in good nick, and there's no broken bits on the legs. Because I know mine are a bit. I know these little tabs on the sides. On my 85 one, there's a chip here and there, but yeah, but it's definitely definitely a project for 2025. I think I'd enjoy doing that, especially as it works as well. It's not in bad. It's not bad yellowing. It's just a little bit of yellowing on there, and also bits of residue from old stickers. Yeah, I suspect, because I've not really cleaned this. Maybe I gave it a once over, but I suspect someone tried to remove these stickers. Maybe they were going to do a project. Maybe wet them, and that's why they've got that funny kind of feel to them. So they must be original stickers, but they're damaged because they're all like it. But it can't have been submerged in water because the electronics work. So that's interesting. I don't think I've really had a proper look at this. But as I said, I bought it for spares. But now I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it up. I'm going to complete it. So let's put this Falcon over here. Out of the way, and we'll get the other one. Actually, I'll move this completely out of the way. So this one should have the spare parts inside. Now this is in really good condition. So as I said, I've cleaned it before it went in the loft. But this was a few years ago, and they've all been covered in bubble wrap, as you saw. But yeah, this is in quite good nick. It's not really got any yellowing whatsoever, if I'm honest. So yeah, I've literally taken all the stickers off everywhere. Electronics work. So is that snapped? Yeah, so the door doesn't remain closed. So there's a little bit. Is there a bit? Yeah, I'm sure that bit's broken off there, because it should stay. You should be able to keep it closed. I mean, it's not an issue. Let me just check this one, because the same thing happened to my. No, that's the same thing. Mate, I don't know. Maybe it's just. It's not an issue. It's not an issue. It works. I wouldn't bother wasting time getting a replacement door. One thing I noticed, similar to my 85 one, it's a little the actual glass around where the gun goes, a little bit yellowed compared to the other one, but yeah, it's in really, really good condition. And underneath is all looking good too. Yeah, not bad at all. So this one has got all the spare parts. Yeah, that's in nice condition as well. I've never noticed that before. I know that this is where this is where you keep the floor, you know, the secret compartment, but I've never noticed the shape of the floor here before. I don't think it's on my one. I don't even know if you can make that out, that shape. I'm just going to check the other. No, that is weird, because it's not on this one. So I've never noticed it before. It's not on my Millenium Falcon, my 85 one, but it is on that one. That is, well, you learn something new every day. So yeah, that is the shape of the secret compartment floor, almost showing you where, you know, that you can actually put it there. Because I'll be honest, I never knew you could put it there, which is probably why I lost it. I wouldn't have lost it if I'd known you could keep it up there. It was probably only recently that I found out that the actual floor. Because funny enough, I don't read instructions. I didn't read instructions at Christmas 1985. I'm not going to start now. So yeah, that's interesting. And then here's all the spare parts here. So yeah, I would have, at the time, I would have cleaned out the interior as well. Yeah, so this is an easy one. This is all ready to go. So it's now just a case of seeing what parts I actually need to pick up, which I'll do from toy shows. I mean, there's the local. Well, we've got the local toy show in Nebworth, which is quite often. Like every like month, it seems at the moment. I mean, I've never been. And then you've also got the another one I want to go to is like Cruise Hill at Enfield. That seems to be every month as well. So that is interesting. Right, and then I've got my bag of parts, but this, I don't know. It looks like I've only got parts for one ship. So I don't know, maybe I don't have any parts for the other ship. Maybe that was just a donor. But I wouldn't have done that. I wouldn't have just bought I must have them saved somewhere else. So I might have to have another look in the loft. But let's, what I'm going to do, I'm going to move the ship out of the way, and we'll have a look at the parts and see if I can put it together. So here's all the parts that are in the ship. So these would have been cleaned as well. So here's the ramp, and it's in really good condition from a yellowing point of view. There's no yellowing on there whatsoever, but straight away I noticed that the tab's missing. Again, that's the same as my 85 one. That's broken off, so it's not going to kind of sit right in the Falcon. Toy Polloi done some fixes on this before, which I've seen, but that's a shame because I'm sure I saw one of these in the box of the lights at the NEC from the Leicester Vintage Toy Shop. But you know, it is what it is, and you see these all the time. So I might need to get another one of those. But I do remember this. It comes with both the struts for the ramp, which is great. So these are original, and I was going to put these in my 85 one. That was the whole point of me buying these two Falcons, but it just didn't seem the right thing to do because I've got one of my struts which is broken on one side, similar to this one, although it's not completely broken. It's just a little bit bent. Bit of a stress line on there, but yeah, it just doesn't seem right. So I'm going to leave the 85 one as it is. So I've got those parts. So I've got the floor as well. It's in nice condition. So I've got the gun. I've got the radar dish as well, but it's missing the. And I saw this part. I saw this part in the at the Leicester Toy Shop's Box of Delights. But yeah, that's it. Again, you can do a Toy Polloi on that. There's no issues with it. But yes, but what I think's happened then. So I've got all these bits. So there's still there's no gunner chair. There was a gunner chair in the box of delights, but it was broken. It was badly glued together, so I wouldn't have bought that anyway. Yes, there are quite a few bits that I need. What I think's happened is with the other Millenium Falcon, I think I've removed the parts to put in my 85 one, and I've put them somewhere safe, and then I've put it in the loft as a shell or a project. So yeah, because we're talking, this was what, 6-7 years ago, before the pandemic. So that is interesting. So I'm just gonna put these on my my clean Millenium Falcon just to see what it looks like. But yeah, I'll have to have a proper dig out for the other parts. But that is interesting. But you don't know these things until you do a little bit of research in the old loft. So I'm just going to get my other Millenium Falcon. Right, so putting the parts on, it just makes the Millenium Falcon, it just looks amazing. Yeah, I'm definitely glad I did clean this up all those years ago. So it's ready to go. Even though the little peg on the bottom of the dish is broken, it sits on there quite tight. So I'm not going to bother doing anything with that. That'll be fine. The other thing is, I've got no issue with my Star Wars figures, my originals, my betas. I love them all. I've got no issue with repro weapons, repro capes. What I like about it is that you're giving your Star Wars figures a second chance. There's something about the original line, the original figures, the history behind them, and the kind of battles and adventures that these figures would have had with other kids from the 70s and 80s. I just love it. But when it comes to the vehicles, I don't know. I don't really feel that comfortable about buying repro stuff. I don't mind repairs, but the repro stuff, a lot of it's 3D printed. I don't really want to do that. It sounds weird. Because I didn't realise that I felt so strongly. When I say strongly, do what you want to do. I don't care. But from my own personal point of view, I want to have it original. So for this Millenium Falcon, as I said, I'm not going to touch the 1985 one. I'm happy the way it is. It just needs a clean. But for this one, so I need. Right. So I put all the stuff inside. That sun is so low at the moment. But I put all the bits inside. So I don't know if you can see that there. So I could do with a new ramp that hasn't, the little hinge isn't broken. But I've got the two struts. I've got the floor. I've got the table. I need the gunner's chair. And then all I need is the ball, the training ball. So yeah, that's not a lot of stuff. So yeah, I just need the gunner's chair and the training ball, and then this Millenium Falcon is complete. Obviously, I need the stickers as well. And then it's ready to go. So yeah, I'm glad I dug this out just to see what bits I need. But what I need to do is I need to start making lists, similar to my list for the toy fair. What bits, what toys I wanted. I need to do a parts list, which I need to also add to my Ewok Village, because I looked on eBay. I saw some deals on there, but they're not bargains, and they're not cheap. And I know I need to get that spit that I had in my hand with the two, you've got the two bits of wood that I say wood, the plastic, that this, what they call the spit holders or whatever. I need to get those, and they do repro on eBay, but I just don't, I don't want repro. I want original. So yeah, really happy. Really happy that these Falcons seem to be, well, it seems to be quite solid. But I've got to find those other parts, because I realise I've obviously taken the parts of this Falcon here to put on my 1985 one, which I'm now no longer going to do. So that was a project that I never went forward with, but that explains where they are and why this is just a shell. So they've got, I think I know where they are. I think they're in the loft, and they're the loft hatch with a load of other Star Wars spare parts like ATSTs and things like that. But that is the start of my project for 2025. So what I'll do, I need to make a list. I need to hit some toy fairs this year, but this is the first one, so I'm gonna get this one done first, because it's in the best condition out of the two of them, and it only needs like a handful of little bits and some stickers. But yeah, I hope to get them both done for 2025. But that is the end of the video. Yeah, I love this ship. Again, I never dreamed I'd ever own 3 of them. But they're quite reasonable to pick up. But these were proper deals. These were steals off eBay. But that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Oh no! Look at this. So this has got a damaged bit there. That's got a big chip. So I don't know, what do I do with that? Oh, no. But it's not bad. Do you know what? That doesn't matter, does it? It's not too bad. Don't know if you can make that. Yeah, it's a big chunk out of it, but that's not too bad. I'll get this one done up, because as I say, it still works. So I'll get this one done up, get all the stickers, put it together, and then make a start on the second one. But yeah, that's my plan for 2025. Also the Ewok village, I'd love to get that complete as well. But yeah, as I said, I think I enjoy doing the projects more than buying new stuff. But that is the end of the video. The sun's getting really low now, so I'm not going to be able to film much in the kitchen anyway. But I hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. It lets me know you care. Also helps the channel. And I'll see you in the next one.